I was browsing Pinterest a while ago and I actually saw these Barbie rings and I was like, oh my god, that's so cute. I want one. I'm going to make it. So that's what I'm doing today, is making these Barbie rings. So, and here we go to the tutorial. I don't know, how would you transition to a tutorial? And here's how to do the thing that I'm doing. Bye. Okay, so first things first, what you're gonna need is a pen first, because you're going to be using it to map out your outline of your whole. That sounds dirty. And then next, what you're gonna need is your X-Acto knife. It says X-Acto right there. You don't need to use an X-Acto knife, but I prefer it because it's easier. Yep. And the next you're going to need, obviously, is your decapitated Barbie head, because without her, this would not be possible. You can actually, so tip number one for these is that get these from thrift stores, obviously. I don't think anybody needed to know that as a tip. Or in tip number two, the way I colored her hair is with fabric marker. Why'd I say it like I didn't color? Like, fabric marker? Question mark, question mark, yeah, but no, seriously. I colored her hair with fabric marker. It is pink and orange, and I actually colored some other hair too, Barbie's hair too, so that's what I did with her, and actually it stays. Anyway, no one cares about Barbie's head. We just want to see her be mutilated. So first thing you want to do is take your pen that I showed you earlier, because that's what it is. Anyway, first you want to do is take your pen, and what you want to do is actually outline the back of this, because inside of this thing is this hard rubber thing, and you want to outline like right above the neckline, because that is where that hard rubber thing is, and that's where you want to cut. So that's where I'm going to outline. I'm sorry, I'm really bad at explaining things. Tracer. That meme is getting on my nerves. And because I want it to be like bigger, or a little bit big, I'm actually going to Hey, you guys remember when I said trace right above the neckline? Yeah, I freaking lied. Actually, want to go actually a little bit higher than that. Just a little bit, not too much, because like I said, there's a huge rubber thing that's like obstructing where you're trying to cut, and you want to be able to cut out that. It's like a cord. I am so sorry to interrupt this video, but I actually wanted to say that instead of like extending it a little bit, you actually want to extend that line, that drawn line, up into Barbie's hairline, because that will actually act as a ring extender. I did film a part of this part where I explained this, but I also wanted to reiterate it here, because I don't know why, but I don't have an excuse, but I just wanted to reiterate that you do have to extend that line up into Barbie's hairline if you want to make the ring fit you. Here is that's where we're going to start cutting, and then I actually made a second line because I realized I wanted it to be bigger than it is, so that's also where this line is also where we're going to be cutting, and yeah, and this is going to actually make it fit my finger. Okay, so next what you're going to want to do is take your X-Acto knife. Like I said, you don't have to use an X-Acto knife. It's just easier for me for some reason. I don't know. So I'm going to start at the nape of her neck, and you want to be firm, but you also don't want to cut yourself. If you are under the age of 10, for the love of God, get your parents. So you want to start at where like this is. Wow, it's stuck in there. Look at that. What you're going to want to do is start. Where was I? What you're going to do is start right at the nape of her neck, and then in a firm way, but in a very cautious way, cut around where you where you marked at. So like I said, very firm, but also very cautious, because dear God, I don't want anybody to cut their finger. And you see how that cuts really smooth, like a, and you see where I'm at right now. I'm a little bit above that, and I don't know why I'm right above that, but I'm cutting where the line is. Oh shit. Oh, there we go. So you see right here, it is still some of the core left in there, and that's not what I wanted. So what you're gonna do is actually just cut out this excess, because girl, we don't need it. Yeah, that's good enough. So this is what it essentially is supposed to look at the bottom. Don't worry, it doesn't have to be perfect. You just need to get your finger through it. If you can't get your finger through it, then I would suggest cutting a little bit more. But like I said before, be very careful, because I don't want you guys to, I wouldn't want anybody to cut themselves, you know? Okay, so at the top of the Barbie's head, at the very top, because you're gonna actually have to cut out the top, there is actually already a cut line on most Barbie's heads. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's like this little pre-cut line. So you're going to take your X-Acto knife again and cut inside that pre-cut line. And that's what it should look like inside. That actually looks really creepy. Like, I've done this 3 times before, but that looks extremely scary. Is that what the inside of our brains look like? Oh my gosh. So my final tip about this is that if you want to make this ring a little bit bigger, you should probably cut more up into her hairline right here. Like, make it more rounded and cut like all the way up here, and that will actually expand it and make it a little bigger so it can fit your finger. You can also cut more of the chin, but I wouldn't recommend it, because you don't want half her, actually, I don't know what you want. Maybe you do want half of her face to be gone. I don't know, you know, I'm not the boss of you. Okay, so after you're done, this is what she should look like. Like I said before, if you need to adjust the sizing of the ring, just extend the back. I will show you what that looks like. As you can see, I did extend up to the hairline, like I said before. And it fits my finger perfectly because before it was a little bit snug. But yes, just extend it up to the hairline to fit your finger if you are following this as a tutorial. I actually really like this ring. I have 2 of them already, and I liked it when I first did it, but I think it's something about her hair that I like more than anything else. But yes, thank you guys for watching my video. I see you next time on Dragon Ball Z. I'm kidding. Okay, see you guys next time. Bye.